No matter who you are as a Christian, you will get to a junction where they call unchangeable event. Not every situation you can pray away. Awareness of where God has put in you can lead you into the season of training. The first season, immediately God knows that you have discovered yourself, He will take you into isolation. Let me tell you, when you are in a season of isolation, don't get too provoked. It is God working on you. Isolation is the real realm of full discovery. God did not forget you. You're just in a season of isolation. Isolation means season He isolates you from men, not Him more. Even in your confusion, God is still leading you. Anytime you don't hear from God, be working on your character. So when God is silent, please endure. In the season of God's silence, you need patience. Sometimes endurance must be in between what God tells you versus when you will receive it. I want to encourage you as a Christian to keep your solid front. Be strong not only in good times, be strong even in tough times. Be strong not only when things go your way, be strong when it also did not go your way. Be strong when your prayer request is answered in a moment, and be strong when the prayer request seems not to be answered. Prophet T.B. Joshua gave an example I want to share with you. He said, in the university of God, however brilliant you are, they don't give you double promotion. God will allow you to take each course because each of those courses will serve a purpose. I bring good news for someone today. Someone who is asking many questions and say, man of God, do you know that I'm not owing God anything? I pay my tithe, I do this, I do that. Do you know I don't live a funny lifestyle? I don't live an immoral life. I'm a married man and I stay with my wife and my children. I don't put my hand in iniquity. Hear this now. You are a student in the college of the spirits. As long as you start working with God, there is a season God's allow in your life that everything will look very rosy. And to you, because it's rosy, you can look at other people who God is dealing with at the moment, training, building their character. You will say they are not faithful. So Paul now open your eyes that there is kind of classes in the realm of the spirit that him he went through, not you. Your own, God has to design your own what you will go through. But this is just Paul own. Paul said his own, there was a time he was fighting. And after he fights, there was a time God gave him a race to run. That is, don't mind anybody, just concentrate. I hope you understand now. And another time again, God have to take him again. And he begin to protect everything God has given to him. No matter who you are as a Christian, you will get to a junction where they call unchangeable event. Is an event designed by God that every believer that want to grow, that want to shine, that want to reign, that want to be the end time business captains of industries, you must pass. There is an unchangeable event that no matter how you pray, fast, meditate, cannot move. Not every situation you can pray away. Some situations are designed by God himself to serve a purpose in your life. And no matter how you are praying it out, God will not remove it so soon. Let me tell you, the first road to be great, immediately you know you receive prophecy or you have a dream, you have anything at all, and say, God told me that I will be a man of God. God told me I will be a pastor. God told me that I will be rich. The first thing God wants you to do is to discover yourself. And the time you start noticing that people are praising you and they say, do you know you have the gift of leadership? God wants you to be aware of what he has placed in you. And immediately you are aware that this is what he has placed in you. Immediately he isolates you. This is when that your gift, when you started, you say, man of God, when I started this business was moving so fast. When I started this, everything was going well. When I started my ministry, it was moving small. I don't know what suddenly happened. God said, now I just want you to be aware. It is time for training. Awareness of where God has put in you can lead you into the season of training. Don't feel bad if that thing you see working well in your life yesterday, today is not working again, and you're surprised. I thought the Bible said the path of the just is like a shining light. It's supposed to be shining brighter and brighter. Hold on. God has season of training. Remember Joseph. Immediately Joseph have a dream. The sun, the moon, the 11th star bowing to me. Instantly, God removed the dream. We never heard that Joseph had any other dream again. Yes or no? That was the only dream. God said, I just want you to know. The entire journey of Joseph, he did not dream more than 3 times. And he was called Joseph the Dreamer. How can somebody that a dreamer is supposed to be dreaming every day? God, since God gave you that taste, and you now know that you have the gift of a dreamer, you have the gift of being an apostle, you have the gift of being a leader, God will take the leadership and say, sit down here, let me work upon you. The next thing I see Joseph doing, Joseph entered the dry pit. They sell him. This is not looking like a progress. It's looking like a downfall. I'm selling him. He went to Potiphar's house. Even in that Potiphar's house, he never had a dream. There is season. The first season, immediately God knows that you have discovered yourself. He will take you into isolation. In that dry pit, Joseph was alone. Jesus also went into the isolation. So there is always, for that greatness that God has given to you, the first rule, once you know, or through prophecy, man of God have said it, somebody have said it, even you have confirmed it, you have heard it from many ears, many mouths, that there is something in me. The next thing you will see is God will begin to separate you. You will just see that there will be a catastrophe in your life. Things, God will begin to rearrange it. He just wants you to discover. Now that you have discovered, he said, walk with me. Walk with me so that I can truly make you. A season where every friend don't understand you. Let me tell you, when you are in a season of isolation, don't get too provoked. It is God working on you. This is where God begin to develop one-on-one relationship. There is no one that walks from fame to fame. No, not at all. There is always a place called the cave of Adonai. You know David in the Bible? When the prophet came, he saw mighty people there, mighty brothers in front. And Prophet Samuel said, surely this person will be fit to be a king. And then do you know where David was? David was at the other side in the bush. Sometimes that is the training ground. Are you not even aware that there was no time that David and his brother was in the forest? So most likely David was counted as someone who has mental problem. David was counted as someone who does not reason well. David was counted as someone, we don't understand you. You behave strange. You act strange. When God isolates you, you are strange to everybody. So being strange is not being depressed. That people say you are strange does not mean you are depressed. Stand your ground, because you and God are majority. Isolation is the real realm of full discovery. You will discover the hidden strength God has put in you. You will discover the hidden graces. Those things will begin to come out. And the Bible says, and Jesus grew. He grew. Where did he grow? He did not grow in public. Nobody grew in the crowds. There is always a secret place where we grow. It may not be depression most times. It may be that God is isolating you for a great future. And it is not a must for you to be explaining yourself to people who will never understand you. There are many people, 10,000 explanations will not still change what they believe about you, because they believe that you are supposed to join the crowd. This is what everybody is doing to make it. Why are you going another way? So anytime you see journey of life, in the journey of life, we used to start very many, but when it reached the time for training, we are very few. So hold on. God did not forget you. You're just in a season of isolation. And in that season of isolation, there is nothing you will not do to come out. But God will not remove it. It is a season whereby God breaks your wings. They call it the season of humility. Remember that at beginning, things were moving for you before this season come up. The season of isolation will do one thing to you. It will humble you. See, you will say things that will not come to pass. Isolation means season he isolates you from men, not him more. There's a different season, but the first one is when he isolates men and women. Have you not heard the scripture that says, unless the Lord build a house, the builder is building, but in what? When I hear people who say they know what they can do to just come out now, I say, well, me, I don't know. Honestly, I'm trusting God. If God don't help me, who can help me? If God don't assist me, who can assist me? So in this isolation time of your life, God betray your strength and make you to realize that it is only him who gives power to succeed. It is only him who gives power to rise. It is only him who gives power to multiply. You will do everything possible. You will still be disgraced. It's a season. And this season too, also do another thing to you. That season bring compassion into you. By nature, we are not compassionate beings. No, not at all. Humans are hard in nature. It takes God to take you through this season where many things will happen to you. So those things that happen to you will bring compassion into you. When you see a mother who have gone through operation in giving birth, you see a mother who have gone through so many things, when they see a little child, in pain, they can feel it more. What gives them that compassion? Because they remember the pain they went through. The father can say, I don't care, I will kill you today. The mother said, no, please, don't kill. Because this thing takes me 9 months. This thing takes me to surgery. It requires even tearing my part of my body. My womb was teared apart even for this child to come out. Can we look for another way to have mercy on this child? Compassion comes from the pain you have experienced in the past. If you have not experienced anything, you are not a good person. You will not have compassion. Most times God takes us through this isolation so that we can also have history, memory bank of pains and agony. And those pains and agony is what makes us to minister to other people. And the last thing that season does to you is to build trust, to build your trust in God, and to remove your fear of any situation. Look at Paul. After Paul finished everything, he said, let no man trouble me. I bear in my body track records. I bear in my body. See, the mean that you are saying now, I have passed through hell. Isolation has something to do in you. It builds trust and remove the fear. Let me tell you, I hope you know that the lion did not eat Daniel in the lion's den. Yes or no? Do you know what it does to Daniel? It builds trust. Have you ever stayed face to face to a lion before? Even though the lion did not eat you, overnight with the lion inside the lion's den. So sometimes God put you in a situation that there is no hope, no way out at all. Respect Daniel and the courage, because he was able to face this thing till the morning. This thing did not kill this man, but yet there was something he removed from Daniel. He said, now learn to trust me and me only. That I'm the only one who can rescue you. I'm the only one who can shut the mouth of lion. Now, let me show you another season. The season that is ahead of the season of isolation. Remember, I tell you that isolation is removing you in the midst of people so that you can hear God clearly. Let me give you scriptures based on that. And as I share with you another season, Luke chapter 1 and verse 80. Let's read together now. It's projected. It says, so the child grew and became what? In the what? In the spirit. And was in the what? Till the day of his manifestation to what? So the child grew. He did not grow in the midst of the crowd. We don't grow on stage. We don't grow with Goliath. We don't grow with those things. Don't say, man of God, it's not what is so special about it. If you don't go to isolation, called the desert. The Bible used the desert here. The right word is the isolation. He went in isolation until the day of his appearance. Isolation is also known as wilderness, a place of little, a place where God trains you, a place where God remolds you. So he went there and he stayed there until the day of his what? Manifestation. Psalm 66 and verse 12. He said, you have caused men to ride over our what? Over our what? Our head. We went through fire and through water, but you brought us out to a what? A rich fulfillment. So the destination is a rich fulfillment, but you have to cause men to ride over us. When Joseph finished his isolation period, We saw him in one day. He became the prime minister. And everything he would have worked for in his entire life, he received it in one day. In one day. I hope you understand now. So when God is taking you through training, don't begin to say, why now? My colleague are moving. This one is in US. This one is in UK. This one is in this country. This one is in Germany. I want me, said man of God. I just want anything and anything, even if it's Togo. Not like that. Stay. Because your destination and their destination are not the same at all. Even in your confusion, God is still leading you. When you are chosen, no matter how confused you are, God's hand is leading you. But this time, is leading you in silence. You cannot know. This automatically lead me to my next season I want to tell you about. They call it the season of God's silence. There is a season many Christians don't like to hear. But this is the next season that you will pass. They call it the season. Man will be answering you, but God will not answer you. Now, in this season, you will see that some part of your life are working, but other areas will not be working. You will be demanding answer and say, God, I have seen your goodness in my left hand. I want to see it in my right hand. It will be quiet because it's the season of God's silence. Galatians chapter 1 and verse 18. This is Paul, apostle, the one who God spoke to one-on-one and said, me, Paul, I want you to hear my voice. Jesus was talking to Paul. He said, Paul, you have been persecuting me. And Paul asked Jesus question, who are you? He said, I am Jesus, the one who you are what? Persecuting. And after that, he said, I want to make you the apostle. I want to make you my disciple. I want to make you my follower. And immediately lead him and say, go and visit one or two people. Now begin to be a pastor. But let me tell you, there were over 3 years that he had to stay in the wilderness. God did not tell him anything. This time, men may be ready to help you, but in attempting to help you, they will not be able to do much. So there is a silent isolation of man where God takes you and say, no, if you follow the way the crowd is, I have to single you out to train you. So not because you come for church now, God should not say, yes, I saw you, you are back from church. You are my beloved daughter. I'm well pleased with you. There are times when God wants to build strength and courage into you, he will be quiet for many times. When Christians are not trained that God can be silent, have you seek the face of God over a particular issue and he will not answer you? See, this is the season whereby you don't just need miracle now. We use miracles as a proof that Jesus is alive yesterday, today, and forever. You will be delivered. You'll be healed now. If there's any pain in your body, you are possessed, you'll be delivered. But after that, this teaching will help you. Let me tell you an example now. Remember this woman called Mary in the Bible. When Mary was about to give birth to Jesus, I hope you know that it is similar time that Elizabeth was conceiving John the Baptist. Do you know that Elizabeth is older than Mary? Well older, but Elizabeth was barren for a long time. Was barren because Mary, who will also conceive Jesus, is not ready yet. So God can delay you. When you see God is not talking, God is not answering you on a particular issue, because the one who will connect destiny, connect the north and the south pole together, connect the positive and the negative, God is busy working on that person. Some of you, your destiny helper, the one that truly lifts you, is in the club. This is the truth about the Bible. How come this woman who have been trusting God for a child for a long time, Elizabeth, have to wait until the angel finally see a virgin called Mary and say, hey Mary, you will give birth. And immediately Elizabeth is pregnant. How come this kind of time? God was connecting destiny together. Sometimes God may be delaying you because the person who will launch you, that person have not given his life to God. He will see enter a church like this and you will receive deliverance and you will say, from now on, I will serve the Lord, and God will connect the both together. So sometimes when it's silent, God is saying, work on yourself while I'm working on your destiny helpers. I'm working on your future. I'm working on things you cannot see. I'm clearing things out of your way. Don't say, man of God, I'm itching. I just want to manifest. I just want the people to see me. People will say you. But let me tell you, don't rush before your time, because there is a timing in the realm of the spirit. If you miss that timing, that prophetic timing, you will see that you become a vagabond, because God arranged things in sequence. Prophet Samuel tell Saul, he says, Saul, as you are going back, you will see 2 men You will see two men holding loaves of bread. They will salute you. What if it does not go at that time? Those men will not stay there from morning to night. There's a prophetic timing in the realm of the spirit. When God is working on your timing, you'll be working on yourself. Don't do the work of God and do the work of your own self. God is doing his own part, so do your part. Anytime you don't hear from God, be working on your character. Be working on your prayer life. Be working. You can pray and fast. You may not hear God. Let me tell you, there are times you will pray and fast, you will not hear God. Don't make mistake. Prophet Joshua explained it to us. He said there is what they call a prayer fruit. Each time you are praying, there is a basket in heaven that you are filling up. There is a prayer fruit. Your prayer basket is increasing. The one day will come. It's just a simple prayer, and you reap the fruit of many years. Elijah, he gave a warning to him. He said, Elijah, eat, for the journey is far. You will not hear me from now on. He said, from now, rise up and eat. He wake up, he eats more and sleep again. God said, no, Elijah, you don't know where I'm taking you to. You don't know. This thing you are calling ministry, this thing you are calling business, I want to give you more than a business. I want to give you more than leadership. I want to make you a captain over many nations. So eat now. Eat now when there is no job. Eat now. You don't know what CEO passed through. You don't know what general overseer passed through. You don't know what prophet passed through. You don't know at all. You think it's easy. God said eat. Develop capacity. Men will not understand. God is taking you through the road of isolation. And when you finish that road, he now puts you in a higher realm. Where himself now is not the one walking in your destiny, but he will be quiet to you. God is not a talkative. Not every day he will be talking. God is busy connecting the poles together. He's connecting the threads together. In that time, no matter what you are doing, God will not mind you. No matter how you are crying, God will not mind you. Men will be there to console you, but God will be quiet. You say, God, just please. God, please. God says something. God do something. God says, if I do it now, it's not the right time. Remember what Jesus said. I think it's in the book of John chapter 2 and verse 5. And when the wine finished in the wedding of Cana, yes or no? The wine finished, and then they rushed to the mother of Jesus and say, please help us tell your son. Your son, we heard that is the Messiah. Please help us talk to him. Jesus told the mother, he said, mother, my time has not yet come. My time has not yet come. There is a timing to this thing. There is a timing to manifestation. And before that timing, there will be silence of God. Let me tell you, our Jesus faced silence for 18 years. God did not talk to him. Read all your Bible. God did not talk to Jesus for how many years? 18 years. We never heard God spoke. How come the same time Jesus was born, John the Baptist was born? Later, John the Baptist became a baptizer. He was baptizing people. That was when Jesus was ready to be baptized. Do you see connection? If John the Baptist has come 20, 30 years before Jesus, before Jesus will have come out, he will have been in prison, because at the end, he entered prison. Yes or no? And he was not baptizing in the prison again. Let me tell you, God may be delaying you today, just because of one investors that is coming from UAE, that is coming from London, that is coming from Arab nation. He may be delaying you. The day they land, that is the day you land. It looks like a coincidence, and you people were in the same flight, and you started talking and exchange number, and destiny connect. From that day, poverty live your life. In all things, the Bible says, give thanks in everything, because there are many things hidden from your physical eyes. Prophet Joshua says, if your prayer for a better life have been answered, who knows what will have happened to you? So when God is silent, please endure. Galatians chapter 6 and verse 9. And let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we don't what? He said, let us not grow weary. When you are in the season of silence, you can be a partner and yet not get the reward back. He said, I sow seed, I give, I do this one, I do this one, I do whatever things I'm giving, what happened to my life? Don't grow weary in doing good. Don't grow weary in being patient. Don't grow weary in prayer. Don't grow weary, because it says in due season, there is always a due season. God does not speak until there is a due season. If the season is not due, if the season is not ripe, if the season is not mature, no matter all the 3 days dry fasting, it will be stored in the realm of the spirit. It's with God, but yet he will not say anything. He will be quiet. There is a due season coming. Some of you, your due season is today. You have tried and tried like Peter. Peter toiled all night without a catch. But when the due season come, Jesus looked at him and said, Peter, I know you are tired now. Let down the net for a catch. There is always a due season. So when God is not speaking, just be working on yourself. Take time, read your Bible. Take time, go to church. Take time. Don't say, and when people are being celebrated, celebrate them. Celebrate them, because one day your due season will come. When people are being happy, be happy with them, because one day your due season will come. So this is how we handle that season when God does not talk. Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 36. It says, for you have need of what? Endurance, so that after you have done the what? He said, after you have done the will of God, after you have done everything well, after you have followed all the right process, sometimes your process can be right and yet the answer will not come. He said, don't worry. There is need for you to have endurance, because after the will of God, you still need to have endurance. Don't just say, because my process is right. I know if I times 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. There are times you can do 4 plus 4. 8 will not come out. You have endurance. Sooner or later, through the silence of God, there will be a due season. You will see your 8. And most times when God wants to give you the 8, he will give you classic 8. It can become 88. That is how God works. But you must have endurance. Not every 4 plus 4 brings 8 immediately. Hold on. After the will of God, have patience. In the season of God's silence, you need patience. God is not neglecting you. He's working at your other side of your destiny. Destiny is 2 sides. The side that you can see and the side that you cannot see. Destiny has like a coin, 2 sides onto a coin. If you are at this side of the coin, you may not see what is at the other side of the coin. But be patient. Trust God. Know that he's working out the answer slowly but surely. Let's give us the scripture again now. Give it to us. It says, for you have need of endurance, so that after you have done the will of God, you may receive the what? You may receive the what? So to receive the promise, the will of God must be done in your life. That means you must first check, what does God want me to do? After you have known what God wants you to do, don't think it will just happen overnight. Genesis 21 and verse 1. It says, and the Lord visited Sarah as he has what? And the Lord did for Sarah as he has what? Sometimes endurance must be in between what God tell you versus when you will receive it. If he has said it, then he will do it. But if you want to rush him, God has said it. God say yes. I still say 5 years later, God will say you will do this for me. God say I'm still there. Be patient. 10 years later, you are frustrated. You say, I'm tired. I refuse to serve God. And God said, look at you. Be patient. And when you want to give up, you know what God do for people? When you're about to give up, he will not give you something that look like a testimony, but not so much. Like a ray of hope. He now says, like, God want to do it. He keeps you for another 3 years. He said, wait for due season. And you're like, God, I thought the thing was about to change. God said, I have my time. I'm fixing something at the other side. When I finish fixing it, I will launch you like a trophy. And everyone who hates you in the past, they will come and celebrate with you. Let me tell you something. This message came from the throne of grace. As we round up, know that God has not forgotten you. Whether you are in the isolation of man or you are in the silence of God, there's a due season. And let me tell you the due season for just 1 minute. And when that due season comes, you become like a hot cake. Everybody will be looking for you left, right, center. Those things, have you seen the business you were selling before that was not moving? And suddenly the business is like they release customer from the north, south, east, and west. The same shop, not different shop. When the due season come, this is where people used to say it's like it's your time. When your time come, it's your time to shine, it's your time to reign. They call it due season. There is always a due season that makes every man to look like a hot cake. A season that make every man to look like what? Hot cake. Joseph, a day came And that due season, let me tell you, you may not even be fasting. You may not even be praying. You may not be doing everything. You may just be there. Jacob was frustrated and tired. But God says, sit down there. You wait for the due season. One night, he was not even praying and fasting. He was sitting down. Then he saw God coming again. He said, this time, I will not let you go unless you bless me. In your due season, you don't need to do plenty things. God by himself is the one that announces you. When the time for you to be great, when the time for you to shine, God can create a problem that only you can solve, like Joseph. God shut the mind of the wise men that they cannot interpret the dream of Joseph. The only person who was able to interpret it was the man in the prison, because it was a due season for him to come out of that prison. He trusted the people before, but they still forget him. But when it is your due season, God can bring you out by his own self. I hope you understand. He begged the wine presser 2 years ago and said, please help me tell the king. Help me tell the king. When the wine person came and he forgets. But when it is a due season, all men will remember you. This is when you are now, you submit job for over 3, 4, 5 years ago. And 5 years later, they are asking you, are you still interested in that bank job? Another company call you, are you interested in this one? You are not the one selecting. Should I be a banker? Should I be a teacher? Should I be a lecturer? Should I be a professor? Because it's your what? Your due season. That season is very flashy. All men will look for you. That is what that season is. And yet, there are some people who are in the season right now, the due season. Things are working well for you. You may be watching me now and say, man of God, are you describing me? Oh yes, you are the one. Things are working well for you. Thank God that is working well for you. Remember the pain of your yesterday, so that you can use it to stand in this due season. Don't fall down again. Don't let your life become an Ichabod, that the glory departed. Once upon a time a great man. Once upon a time a mighty woman. Once upon a time a very anointed man of God. What finally happened? It looks as if the glory departed. When your yesterday is better than your today, you mismanage your due season. Don't mismanage it. Use it very, very well. May God bless you in Jesus' name.